price wise and quality wise are the people who do the same as me. It's much cheaper many times to do training for aesthetic purposes. Why am I so interested in doing it? I'm so interested. Yeah, but yeah, just driving, you've got to do it. So we get these two things, and you've got to subscribe automatically. So, start from here. So today's the 18th, and I'm gonna see another few houses. One is Stockton-on-Tees, two of them are Stockton-on-Tees, and another one is a student house, is a leasehold. In Sheffield. I think for what I've seen yesterday, very likely what I've seen yesterday is going to be much better than what I'm going to see today. But the point of carrying on and seeing more stuff is to get an idea of the value. Say for example, I think that the market in Stockton-on-Tees is the rental market is not going to be as good as the one I've seen in yesterday in the what do you call it? I think Hacker. What was it called? So just a second. I'm gonna let you know in Morecambe. Morecambe seems to be a very nice city. Not only a nice city, but it seems to be some money rolling in. So this is I think the money much better placed over there than in Stockton-on-Tees, so in terms of market. However, I have to actually go, and what I'm basing it on is just the research I've done online. If you've seen yesterday's video, seen how to do the research. I'm gonna look for rooms in the area. I'm gonna look at the price and gonna see how many rooms are listed. If there's many, it's very likely that the market is quite buoyant. So there's a number of people who's already doing it, and also when you look at the area, you can actually get a sense of the demand for accommodation, for rooms. So rooms are not only for students, remember, are for professionals and anyone. Because if you're looking to save money, or if you're on your own, renting a room is the best you could do. So I'm focusing at the moment on rooms, getting a big freaking house and get rooms in there to let out. The reason is I like it so much, and the potential return on investment is far higher on your investment you make. If you then want to change it back to a house, you can do it anytime, but once you've done the rooms, you realise that there's no point on changing back to a house, especially if the house is big. So that's the point. Basically today, although I don't think the deals are going to be as good, the investments are not going to be as good, but you can never tell up until you go and see it for yourself. So yeah, yesterday I think I looked at two houses which are quite interesting. Yeah, my god, I'm driving around to find all these girls. Oh god. Yeah, check out my 40 charm. Yeah, just check out 40 charms, and yeah, about girls and all that. Yeah, but yeah, just driving. I just gotta mount more cameras, maybe a dash cam or something. to show you around. I'm here, I'm driving past an area where in 2008, 2009 I was looking to buy some student houses on leaseholds. The mortgage didn't actually go ahead, so I didn't buy it. But then I bought something which is much better instead. So that teaches you a lesson. When things don't work out, just carry on. There's always deals around. So and to be fair, in hindsight, I think I got a much better deal with the house than the freehold I got after that, because now it's an 8-bedroom, but really I could actually use 9 bedrooms out of it. So instead of a 6, and the location is still very good. It's not student friendly, the location I bought it in, but it's still extremely good. And yeah, as I say, I'm in love with real estate. I can't really help myself. I find it extremely interesting, and then I love transforming these houses from derelicts to absolute jewels, where people are gonna be happy to live. I actually love the process, so that's why I keep at it. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Whenever I'm doing any refurbishment, I'm a miser when it comes to close a deal or try to get it the cheapest possible way. I find ways to get it the cheapest possible way to get my margin of safety. But then when it comes to start refurbishing it, I don't just look at expenses. I'm very focused on getting the very, very best product out of it, because that I know is going to make my life easier, and then the security. Basically, I'm crying. I'm spending maybe 20 to 10% more than anyone else, but then I can always get pretty much 100%. Well, not always, but it's extremely easy to let my houses. Is extremely easy, and I can let them at a discount if needed be. I always let them at the discount anyway. This is if you're looking for a room in the area and you look at the price of my rooms are always a bit cheaper for the same quality, or even lower quality than other people's. The point is, if you do it that way, then people are gonna stay, and you're gonna get you can select the good tenants, and they were going to be grateful to you, because they know they can't get any better for that price. Actually, they usually need to pay more for less. And the trick of the game, I think, is to get these big houses cheap. Pardon me. This big house is cheap. And big houses cheap, which you can convert into HMOs. It doesn't matter where you buy them. You don't need to manage. You actually don't want to manage them. You want to find systems to manage them, because you want to use the money to work for you. That's the beauty of it. You just put the money, and the way I see it, the way I used to see it, is every time I'm actually doing this sort of project, I just put money in there, but then I think, you see that money, that £1,000, then it's gonna always be working for me. Always, no matter what, it's always gonna be there working hard for me, up until I drop dead, because these houses are gonna outlive me, and I don't think there is gonna be any technology that's gonna make the houses obsolete. I don't think so. And even if they build more, I couldn't care less, because I got these houses as a bargain normally, so can't beat me. When you also, the other thing about new developments, they're more expensive than buying this old houses that are big, converting them into something extremely good. So can't compete after. I mean, the only people who can compete price wise and quality wise are the people who do the same as me. It's much cheaper many times to buy a house which is derelict than making just building a new house. It's many times it's just that's the way it is. So there's advantages of doing new developments, and disadvantages of refurbishing a house. Refurbishing a house always involves you cut some, I wouldn't say cutting corners, but sometimes adapting something that was made for something else for with the new technology that we've got. Say for example, ground floor heating. I love underfloor heating. I love underfloor heating, but underfloor heating is much easier to put on. How can I put it? It is possible to put it on joists, on wooden joists. You can do that, but it's not as practical, I don't think, when you do the refurbishment. And after that as well, in terms of running costs. Whereas if it's on a concrete base and then you do the insulation, if you're doing a new build, then you can run a wet system, which is very cheap to run, extremely cheap to run, and very comfy. So that's the thing. Very excited to get to Stockton-on-Tees. Today is Stockton-on-Tees in Sheffield. See what I find over there. See what the market is like. You never know up until you see. So whenever you go, you have a feel of what you can do, what the value is of the area. So for example, yesterday's was like a Morecambe, I think it's called, yeah, Morecambe, is a town which I didn't know anything about, but I think there's for the prices that they're selling the houses at is undervalued, and the demand for rental is quite buoyant. So yeah, and then if you buy the houses underpriced, there's nothing that can go wrong. You don't want to pay, if you pay too much for houses and any leverage, you may run into troubles very soon. You may lose everything. So say for example the mortgage that I'm getting right now, very low interest rates, but I'm putting personal guarantees. So if I default on them, the banks are gonna just take everything I've got. So you've gotta be careful with leverage. Leverage is really good, but you gotta really be careful. It's the risk of losing everything attached to it, something that scares me. But in my case, where it stands financially, it's extremely unlikely, because it's extremely low leverage compared to the amount that these assets I got produce every month. So I'm able to service a loan for the house with the rental of a room, just one room, services the loan, no problem. So if you've got a 5-bedroom house and you need I need to get gas. Yeah, and then whenever this is about real estate, but whenever I look at businesses, and whenever I'm investing into anything, I'm thinking it this way, investing it also my time. I'm thinking it this way: what am I doing? What I'm doing, is it scalable? What I mean by scalable is it, am I able to actually repeat sales in a sustainable way for the business, and cutting everyone. Making sure that the value I provide automatically is going to be far higher than anyone else at a lower price. I'll give you the example. Say for example, if you go on to voltaicplasma.com, or if you just Google Areton, which is one of the businesses that I've created, is a bit at the moment. It's had this good bits and bad bits. At the moment, hasn't actually produced good orders for a couple of months, but I don't really care because I've got other things working for me anyway. So there's one of the things about having multiple sources of income, so you're not relying on one thing all the time. So it is potentially scalable. What I mean by that is, what people look for in these in this sort of business, is to say the beauty business, is training. So we have figured out we're gonna do the training free, and we're gonna only do it online. Actually, we do it face to face, but we film everything, and then we do everyone who wants to get our certificates, they've got to do it online by going on our websites and taking the certificates. So these sort of things, once we build this online platform, and to us it's a fixed cost, but it can be used by several people the world over. And then what we're going to do right now, I think in this month actually, by the end of, oh look, we've got to make sure that right direction, okay, that's it. So what we're going to do this month, which is July, 18th of July, what I want to do by the end of this month is being able to undercut anyone else by using, because the beauty tech is a bit expensive to produce, it's got a lot of work involved in it, it's more advanced in many ways than the other devices, so we're unable to sell it at low price. But what we're going to do is we're going to promote extremely interesting deals where we're going to actually almost give away on a very, very small monthly fee this Chinese devices, which are extremely, extremely cheap, and people buy it anyway, and you can use them with our online training. And basically this way, the point is, you either go on eBay and buy them maybe slightly cheaper, or buy them from us, it's going to be slightly more expensive than eBay, or a number of times, maybe 4 times more expensive, but then you get our backup. Or you can get them very, very cheap for a ridiculously low monthly fee on a rental basis, and then you can take advantage of our services online. And then let's see if that is possible. It is possible. Many people are going to subscribe to it because our website attracts, and the way we're going to do it is by putting advertising on our websites, because our websites attract many people every day. Well, many people in the business, but people organically. So we don't actually advertise yet. So with that advertising, say voltaicplasma.com produces I think 40 odd visits a day, and this is not something to be taken lightly, because we're getting, with these visits, free emails that we constantly every day add automatically to our mailing list, and phone numbers from potential people who are interested in these things, and we get it. So we're building the list every day for free. We don't have to pay. We already done our work, and we find, so basically the point of this thing is scalable because there's many advantages to it. So we're at the moment, I figured out a way to get emails from people who are interested in these devices, because when you take an online test, you've got to give us your email and your phone number, and it's compulsory, you've got to do it. So we get these two things, and you've got to subscribe automatically. So we're building our list of people who are working in this business. So at the moment, I don't know, maybe we've got from our websites, we've got maybe 500, but more and more people are taking the tests, more and more people, because everything we do, when we find something working, then we replicate it. We replicate it. We do more of it. We keep experimenting with new things, but when we find something is working, we keep putting efforts into it, and we replicate the business, replicate that model. And so at the moment it's working just by giving us contacts. Then we send mails out, and so we get some business that way. Not a lot so far. At the moment, all the business we got is through the people watch our videos, use our online facilities, which add value, and then they automatically know our brand and they buy things from us. So it's a great way to do advertising. And then next things we're going to be doing, we're just going to do, we produce videos every day. Every day, if you go on Areton channel on YouTube, you find videos every freaking day. And we've got over 1,000 videos published, and we're publishing every day. Every time I go and do some training session, I film everything. I'm like a maniac. I've got to film everything. So like, I've got 24 miles to go here. I film everything because that, then we can actually, because it takes, you see, when we go and do that training anywhere, we do it, so far we do it free, and we get sales every time we do a training event. But what we say and what we do at this training event is extremely valuable in my opinion, and it also takes a lot of effort. Getting the models, getting the renting the premises, and we're doing it anyway. So by adding this extra 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it is, to get a microphone, to set up the cameras and start pressing the record button, I mean, it costs absolutely almost nothing more. It's not almost any extra cost of it. And then we store all this information in hard drives, and then when our editors, because at the moment we've got only one video editor, gets time, then it edits this video and publishes it, and it's free of charge on YouTube. So we are destroying purposefully the conventional way to do training for aesthetic purposes. So because people do it face to face, and this is not scalable. We've got something called the internet. We've got many ways to and then right enough, training events are very important, because certain things, if you just read a manual, you don't actually get. You really need to see it. And we've got something called videos. So we invest a lot in videos. We put the money up front, we put the work up front, and then we bid with the view of monopolizing that thing, or commoditizing that thing. So now if you're looking for plasma devices training, you find our website, and it's far better, our website, if you take the time to watch the videos and study the material, take the test. You get much more information, better information than you would get in any paid for training event. People basically the world over, they go on the training event, and then in order to get some more help, more information, they go onto our website, because they get to find out about this thing or by people advertising for it. And then once they've done it, if they've got questions, then they don't get any or very little after service, and they go automatically on our websites and find us. So many people come to us when they've already been sold something, but never mind. But it's something fun. I mean, I find these things very much fun. And then every time we get an order or a couple of orders, we're so happy. I am personally extremely happy, because I see, well, I'm getting paid to even give in more value. So we allocate the profits to our people, for our people to produce. Say for example, if we buy A, then we allocate for a month or two, 1 or 2 people to produce content, free content for everyone about that product. And if it's something that we don't have content about, what we do is, by helping the customers who bought it, for example, we produce new videos. So for example, if they buy A and this product A doesn't have anything, so we invest on making the manual online on our website, published on HTML, all the videos, all the training videos on the device, we invest on that. And so that we've killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Number 1, we are making our customer, the one who paid us, happy. Number two, we are doing free advertising for whatever we sold already. Because if we put it there, if we put the manual on HTML, and because when you do the manual on each HTML for any product, you can add videos. Not only can you add, it's searchable using a mobile phone. It's searchable using a mobile phone. And no manual has got, so far people that stick to the old ways of doing things, no manual's got videos. Our manuals have got videos in it, because they're on our websites. So you get far more value out of us up front. So people then look for product A. They find, if they're looking for product A, very likely to do a Google search, or they're watching a video on YouTube about that product A, and they get our brand exposure immediately, and they get in touch with us, and we may be able to sell them that or something else. So that is what we do. That's how we do the marketing, and I absolutely love it. I love providing this sort of free videos, and also I love the attention. I love being there and looking at the videos. Look how many people looked at me. Oh yes. So I do at the moment all these videos. I produce these videos, and other people edit them. In our team, they edit them, like this one. If you're watching this, it ain't me editing this, it's someone else. So basically, this project I'm doing now is, because I'm doing so many different things, and I don't have, and I think I'm doing things that many people would find valuable, and you can actually learn many things from the things I do. So I said to myself, well, I've seen actually other people doing it, since I know the system of editing these videos in a cost-effective way, then I said, well, why should I not actually start filming what I do and explaining as much detail as possible what I do, and keep it there and store it? Because then, through our businesses, we always have video editors, and at some point, as we grow the revenue, we are going to keep investing on with either products, but in terms of marketing, we're investing in giving the value up front, all the manuals, all the training. I'm talking about the Areton website, the Areton business, everything up front. So to me, in my mind, this videos are marketing. Instead of putting into exhibitions and shouting about us in exhibitions, and in exhibitions there's only a limited amount of people which live in a certain area, operate in a certain area. When you put things online, you have a potential mass reach. So, and videos have got very, very low cost production costs if you get your team right. So it's much cheaper. And also the other thing is the videos and the online training, once it's there, is there. Say for example, if you're going to go to an exhibition, you must pay maybe £10,000, depending on what exhibition you go to. And it's a hit and miss. So if it's a hit, you may get some sales. Maybe those customers then are going to be satisfied, and then later on are going to place more orders with you later on as well. But it's not as if you've been in that exhibition and you've got continued exposure through that exhibition. Namely, once the exhibition is over, and if you've got some customers later on, all good. If not, you've lost that money. Whereas in videos production, and the reach is not like the videos. Some of our videos, I've got, I think one of the videos that I've produced and I've edited myself, when was it, in 2015, I think it's now counting almost to 100,000 views. So you make a piece of content which has got mass reach, potential mass reach, M-A-S-S, mass reach. So why would you why on earth? I mean, I feel like exhibitions in the beauty industry is just it's not going to be something of the future. I think exhibitions are going to die. It's as if we don't go. I mean, our distributors is in October, a distributor in South Africa invited me to go. Obviously they're paying for the exhibition. I only have to pay for the flights and accommodation, only me as a company. So we're going to get exposure to the local market again, but that's not, maybe we're going to get some sales, but that's not the most important things. We're going to get loads of footage, and I'm going to think hard at how we're going to actually give these people in South Africa as much value as I can possibly think. Why am I so interested in doing it? I'm so interested because if I give them massive value and I'm filming it, then the people, once we edit and we publish these videos, people are getting massive value. Maybe not as much as people who've actually been at the event, but they're going to get massive value, and then we're increasing the likelihood of growing. And once we have a number of videos, a number of great content on a specific subject, it doesn't make any sense to anyone else to actually do the same. So why I'm so interested in keep doing it, this thing, is because we're already in the market and I don't see anyone else doing it, and I think it's stupid. Why wouldn't you not do it? I mean, we've got the Hifu. If you search high intensity focused ultrasound, Hifu, which is high intensity focused ultrasound, what you'll find that we are basically the main ones, if not the only ones, producing real training videos. No one else does it. And I'm thinking, the only ones that try to do is the Chinese, but they don't actually do it properly. And no one else in the UK or in the United States is interested in doing it. Oh, good guys, we do it first and we do it really well. So if you think about doing it later, it's going to cost you money. And since we're already here, it doesn't make any sense to invest the money. So that is the land grabbing sort of thing, opportunity that I see. And everything is going to move. It's going to move online. Everything is going to be automation. The people who work for our business are mainly working on producing things. How can I put it? Working on the system. So they're producing videos every day. They're producing content every day. Things that are potentially scalable. When I say scalable, I've got potential. I've got worldwide reach for zero cost. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is why we do it. And I'm doing this videoing of me looking for houses because I think this is going to be valuable to other people. Well, maybe if you're watching it, it's going to be valuable to you. And I'm doing it anyway. What the heck? Why should I not freaking film it? And our business is mainly video editing. So, there you have it. Hopefully you're going to learn something from me anyway. Over and over again. Yeah, real estate is something that I absolutely love. Yeah, this car is freaking powerful. Don't know how many horsepower we're talking about. So 3.5 litres, I love it. Oh, I love this car. It's so cheap. I think £3,600. So thank you for watching this video, and if you'd like to invest with us in this sort of projects, we'll give you 6 to 10% return on your money. So if you have cash and you want it to work hard for you, invest with us. Invest with Areton and Andreas Investments Limited in this type of projects. So we'll give you between 6 and 10% on your money. For more information, get in touch with us.